Welcome back, Quagram here, and welcome back to Behind the White Creepest. So, yeah, it's a bit dark out here now, since this is a reshoot of the intro. Could never do it right the first time. So, please excuse the background noise that comes from the refrigerator. Yeah, I think it's a bit, yeah, not ideal. Anyways, I just moved into a new apartment and things are still a little bit disorganized, so, but yeah, just how it is. So, until I get, back in on, making the multi-journal episodes, I will keep to my old release schedule of one episode a week, which I hope won't be the case for long, but it's how it is right now. So yeah. Anyways, over to this episode's focus. So yeah. This is about my base. So I'm sure you know it. I mean, got my various berry bushes all around here, giving me the critical food I need for the farming area, which I don't really use that much. Probably should. Yeah, got my vine growing, my sheep farm, my smeltery, and of course my nether portal. And yeah, and there's of course the mine entrance, and the small storage shed, and the sleeping house. But yeah, so the problem is this space is a little bit too open, and it's a bit too disorganized. So, yeah, we're going to do a complete redesign. Let's try to do something interesting for this. So, here's what I'm going to do. Since this is in a valley, and most of anything I could ever think to make over here will be, unless I make a tower invisible for the filming area, because, well, it's pretty significantly far down the valley over there, and those trees shield quite a bit. I'm safe to make a lot of different stuff, and hello the big Jaffa. Yeah. So, I plan on making a glass dome over this valley here. Now it's a bit oddly shaped and a bit flatter than I would like to, but that's the plan. So it's going to be an uneven glass dome over most of this. It's going to be fairly flat, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But in order to make that, I'm going to need some glass. So yeah. I'm going to get out to the desert, maybe record a clip from work over there, and I shall gather a lot of sand and, yeah, get smelting. And then I'll be back here cutting down trees and setting up the dome. We'll see what happens after that. Alright. See ya. And I am back. So, yeah, I have been doing a lot of digging, as you might notice. Yeah, this is my temporary base while I'm here in the desert digging out some sand. I am pretty sure I got enough sand by now, but I want to dig a little bit more, just to have sand for the future. Who knows, I might, yeah, might need something later on. And yeah, as you saw, I had to repair my excavator, so gets relatively quickly broken. I mean, I get plenty of sand from it before it breaks, but yeah, it does have to be repaired. But it's nowhere near as much iron as I needed to repair my hammer all the time while I was digging out that mountain. So, yeah, could be worse. So yeah, recently got another cave in over here. There's a lot of caves in the desert under river loose sand. Just one single block update and everything just collapse. It's pretty awesome actually, to be entirely honest. So yeah, I'm gonna continue digging sand, and when I'm finished, yeah, I will be getting back to you once I'm finished. Oh, time to trigger another cave-in. Let's see. That's not very impressive. That's a little bit more impressive. Yeah, not every cave-in is awesome. Alright. I will be back in a few moments. And here we are. So, yeah, I'm done with digging up sand. So, yeah, I filled up 5 drawers of sand. That should be plenty. And I gathered all the coal I could find. I probably have more in my mind, so yeah, when I do run out, let's see how much. Yeah, when I do run out, I will just go down there and see what more there's left. Probably some. And yeah, so I just put in 5 drawers, plus I filled all the hoppers and the furnaces, 3 of them. So it's gotten started here. Got 76 already. So yeah, I got plenty of sand, which will net me plenty of glass. And here's the rest of the sand I brought up from the desert. So there's not that much left. But it's quite a bit anyways. So with this, I want to try to do a time-lapse of all the rest of the work. So what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to clear out everything on the lower part of my area here. So that means the farm is going to disappear. This industrial zone here goes bye-bye. This wine farm, this farm here is going to, I'm not sure if I'm going to remove it right away, though I probably have to. It's in a border area. I already had to dismantle my tree farm, so alright, and these farms, they're gone. And of course all the trees. And once that's done, I can start measuring up where we're going to put the glass, where to put the dome or domes that I plan to have here. So this will be interesting. Alright, it's best I get started. So I'll try to do a time lapse, and if it fails, well, of course we'll let you know. And if you wonder what the sudden sound was, what a surprise. It's the refrigerator. What else? Yeah. Sorry about that. I can't control it. I can pull the plug, but Yeah, that'll just spoil my food. Alright, see you in a couple of seconds. Oh, yeah. So, things did not exactly go according to plan. So yeah, as you can see, I quickly cleared away everything in a quick time-lapse. And yeah, I started to construct the arches that I thought I was going to use as a base for constructing the dome for my base. But yeah, I quickly realized that these arches was not going to do it. I tried to rework them to make it seem a bit better, but I just realized these arches just weren't going to do it. Which meant I had to rework a lot of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, here you see me in a later time-lapse of the day. I am tearing down the arches, trying to figure out a new plan. And a new plan I hatched up pretty quickly. So you'll see me almost done here. And then I will start well, building a wall around the perimeter that I'm going to build my base. So there's only a few more seconds before the transition. Yeah, here we go. So as you can see, I am starting to build a wall around where I think my new base is going to be. So this is just a sort of measure. I was thinking I was going to be very close to this, so I just started building up as tall as I thought it's going to be, which I think was kind of a mistake, since it in the end cost me some time, but well, this was a vital guide for my later work. However, I had no idea when I was going to stay on doing this for so long as I did, as you're about to see, since if you check your timeline on this video, yeah, there's a lot left. And yeah, this time-lapse is going to last out the rest of this episode. There's not going to be any video after this, so it's going to give you an indication considering how fast this goes. Yeah, I think it was about 5 hours of building, so yeah. So yeah, right now I am working on my first ring to be the basis of a dome. I have already agreed with myself on a few details of the style. However, I should have planned ahead a little bit before doing this. Maybe done some drawings in in some drawing program or something, since this didn't last well. Also, if you're wondering why the camera is going a bit weird and why you see UI bits now and then, the reason for that is, this recording was a bit too long and complicated for replay mode, so when I tried to edit it, it just froze. It wouldn't let me do anything. So, in order to get the time-lapse out of it, I had to do things a bit manually. So I set replay mode into just a simple playback. Simple playback of speed 3 to avoid any lagging or frame drops. And then I just had OBS just record everything. So every bit of camera angle had to be done manually and in real time, which is why things look a bit, look a little bit early season 1. yeah, that taught me a important lesson to keep my recordings relatively short. Gonna try to keep my replay recordings to below 2 hours and then just restart recording if I need more. So, yeah. Anyways, as you can see, I have gone ahead and made several rings to act as the base for the domes, which I'm going to combine. However, I eventually realized that these 3 rings at the front is simply too small, and just wasn't going to work out. So I eventually reworked everything. Yeah. So as you will see soon, I am remaking my front rings into just being 2 rings. And if you're wondering about the diorite, which you see there, I'm using the diorite to measure where I think the rings is going to overlap, and of course where no there's going to overlap, which will help me when I eventually start setting all the glass, which will not happen in this episode. That's going to be in the next episode, where I start building the domes themselves. Which is why this episode is called part 1. So, yeah. So here we have the first big ring here. So everything was reworked into having just a huge ring right there, and one on the left as well later. I think this is better to keep the number of rings as small as possible. It'll make the editing a bit easier. Well, the construction of the domes, I mean. All the while I am realizing I'm just building over the smelter area. So, yeah. But didn't disturb it, so I'm getting plenty of glass from it. So yeah, as you can see, I am getting fairly close to the river with this ring here, but there's still plenty of space. So as you'll see when I later build the proper wall down there, you'll see how much space there's still left for me to rework into making it look more realistic. Also, as you just saw, I removed the bushes that was close to the wall. So it's a bit sad to see them go, since they are my primary food source at this point in the game. No, seriously, I need to do something about that soon. So, yeah, a proper food source is going to be a priority when I get my new base up and running. So yeah, now that I have the first large ring finally finalized, I am getting started with the second. Takes a while to do though. And here you see where they are going to merge, which should give an interesting result when I set up all the glass for the dome. I do wonder if I did this the right way, but I think so. I do have some interesting plans for what I'm going to do with the domes. And yes, you just saw the claimed chunks UI, which I was adjusting the claimed chunks a little bit, since am expanding my building zone right here, and I'm already on my limits for some reason. Alright, so here I am with one of the last strings. So as you can see, I am wasting a little bit of space right there, which I am going to have to fill with part of the cliff. Which, yeah, it's a bit sad to lose that space, but yeah, I just can't make a tiny dome right there. It just wouldn't work. So I just need one more dome, one more ring to fill this last bit of space. So it took a while to measure exactly how that was going to be like, but yeah, I'm building it, and there you see me starting to construct it. Much of it is going to be in overlap territory. Yeah. With that, I am essentially finished. Just gonna fix the walls, and yeah. There's about a minute left of this episode. So with that, I'd like to say thank you for watching. And yeah, I know this didn't go exactly according to plan, but this is what I ended up with. And so this is the end of this episode. And yeah, please please leave a comment. I do really like some feedback. Anything really. So yeah, any comments you have on this, any ideas of what I can and should have done. And by the way, that cave, that has a skelly spawner, which might be made into a grinder. We'll see. Anyways, this has been Quagram, and yeah, that's it. Quagram out.